Yeah, hello. What's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Saan man kayo nanonood ngayon. So, this is our second video and gagawa na naman tayo ng panibagong application. So, like another day, another app, or another coding tayo ngayon. So, last time, nag-video ako ng isang app or yeah, gumawa tayo ng isang app which is the booking system. So now, we're gonna create another app, or I've created another app in just a span of like couple of hours again, using the same um, tool, which is still Cursor. So I'm gonna show you again another app that I've created in just a couple of hours. So I started it yesterday after work, like 5 to 7. Uh, I started on 5. I ended completing the app at 7. So barely 2 hours um, creating the whole app. So just to give a context, a little story how I came up with this app, this idea. So I think 2 weeks ago or 1 month ago, I posted like um, a post in Facebook na um, asking from from you guys, from friends or from any other people, what are the ideas that they have in mind na it can be turned into an application that maybe can help them in their struggles, in their pain points, in their day-to-day activity. So one came up, a friend of mine, actually a high school mate, and why not create this? So sinadjust niya, can you help me create this kind of application, which is like a student examination portal or app, something like that. So I know there are a lot of enterprise or commercial applications nowadays over the internet na nagkikater na ganong needs, na they offer like an online examination, and I've seen a lot online. So my plan, or I thought of creating something na it focus again on a local version, mostly let's say dun sa mga areas na slightly remote, walang gaanong access to internet. Kasi mostly in a Philippine setting, there are schools na they have limited access to internet. So using those commercial applications, let's say online, so that requires internet, they can't really rely on using those because of that limitation of having internet connection or connectivity on their schools. So I've thought of why not create another a similar kind of application that can cater their needs offline. So hindi kailangan internet. It's just a setup of a network, a small network, local area network in there, maybe computer labs or yeah, computer rooms. You have one server, you have um, number of clients or student computers that connects to that server. So I thought of that kind of setup, that situation. So ayan. Um, so I started thinking of how this application should work. So I just created a sample, like ayan, naglist lang ako what are the basic functionality or features of that application. So this is based from how I foresee on how the examination works, based from the experience I had during my high school, my college, every time I take an exam. So I've tried, yeah, of course, traditional way of taking examinations and also online examinations. I've seen and I experienced all those types of exam, computer based, manual. So I have that idea na the way they used to be, let's put it into an application, something like that. So ayan, so I came up with this list of features. So again, there are three personas, like an admin, student, and teachers. So yeah, so there I listed some features in each of these personas. Like admin can manage teachers' profile and other things. And important thing here is to take a backup since this will run locally without connecting to internet. So I just added, or I just plan to have a function that can take the database backup. It can be backup into other location, or it can be backup online on the internet. So in case na mawala or mag-crash or ma-delete yung database, meron tayong backup. So that's the initial plan. And then for students, of course, students login, they have the ability to um, view the exam history and to take the exam. And teachers, of course, log in. They can able to add students in the master list, able to upload bulk students from an Excel file. They can able to create files. Create class from that list of students, and then they can create examinations, list of questions, options or choices, and then blah 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 blah. And then yep. So I just mentioned here the purpose of this is to deploy the app in a local area network. So without relying completely on internet connection. So yeah, so let's get it started. So yeah, I started a new project or a new workspace on Cursor, and then once I key in those requirements, and then it gives me a high level architecture like what you have seen here on the screen. So this is important on the part of the technical people behind creating this application. So this gives you what are the tech stack used to develop this application. So it lists down all the tech stack. Like again, just like on the previous app that we've developed, it utilizes the Next.js, SQLite, since it's a lightweight database for now. So gamit tayo ng SQL, and then yep, Excel for import, styling we use Tailwind, yeah, for front end for UI. Then this high level architecture, of course, you need to understand from the technical perspective how is the architecture of the application. So yeah, so it shows up here the three personas, how they gonna route communicated to your backend or to your database. So it's through an API routes. So yeah. So mostly technical people can understand. Because in application development, of course, there are two sides, the technical side and then the business side. Business side relies on the functionality. Technical side is how the application uh, should be built. So parang ganon. So wala namang pakialam yung business side how the application was built. So they more on how the application works, how the application meets the requirements. So doon yung part nila. And then on the part of the development team, the architecture, the engineers, nasa back end sila, they focus on how the application should be developed, considering all many factors like cost, if it involves cost, security, all those stuff. So dun siya sa technical side, sa development side. So yeah. So hindi lang to, it's not just completely like giving this requirements, then it completely build the whole application. It's not. So along the way, um, marami akong mga prompts na binigay sa kanya as it develops the application. So at first prompt, nagbigay siya ng initial design, initial functionality, and I tested it. I assess it if that's what I'm expecting. Is that how gonna be it works? And then if I'm not contented, if I'm not yeah, if I'm not contented with what it gives, then yan, sinasabi ko lang sa prompt na replace this, do this, all those stuff. So, yeah. So, I think umabot siguro na sa around 20 to 30 prompts to complete the whole application. So, as you can see, may mga history dyan. Yan. Scrolling up, yun yung mga ginawa niya. And there are prompts in between, like there. Yeah. So, it's how you foresee how your application should work. So, i-assess mo siya from the output na binibigay niya. You test it, you assess it, is that what you want? If not, then tell the application, this is what I want, until you're satisfied on everything it does. So, yan. Um, so, it takes me and the app like 2 hours yesterday. So, I started yesterday after work. So, yan. Tuloy-tuloy yung prompt, tuloy-tuloy yung pag-build niya ng mga functionalities, and it gives me what I need based from the expectation I want to see on the app. Okay. So going back, so this application is intended for student online, not really online, through a local area network, not really via internet. So even you don't have internet, it's possible to use this application if set up properly um, on your computer lab or yeah. So yeah. So next, I'm gonna show you how the application turns out. Ano yung ginawa ng code na to. Um, Ayan. We can see initially, ganito yung ginawa niya. Pinaka main page or home page niya. You have the three personas, a different login in each of these personas. So let's take, for example, or first on the admin side. Yan. So there's a dashboard. You can manage a teacher's list, section, subject, and then your backup scheme. Paano mo ba-backup yung database mo. So let's take first a teachers. Ayan, so I just part of the prompt na ginawa ko kay Cursor is to generate like a random name of teachers and cast that into the database. So sinabi ko yun sa kanya, and then it generates me like a random name of teachers here. Um, Teacher ID, first name, last name, birthday. Why I need this information. So initially, I use these fields or information as a way to log in into the system. Later on, we will use the ID, the last name, and then a birthday as your login information. So you haven't included yet any authentication, like a dynamic authentication. So for now, um, it will use the teacher ID, last name, and birthday as your credential in logging into the system. So basic functionality, you have the search, you have the actions, delete, edit, you have the pagination, and then the navigations. You can add teacher. Uh, there you go. So you can add information of the teacher. If you're an admin who will be managing the application, the list of teachers, you can have this functionality in adding the teachers. Also section, basic thing, same thing. You can add a section, subject. Ayan. You can list down all the subjects or include add subjects in here in this section. And then I didn't opt to include like a year level or a grade level management. So for I just assume na the grade levels for now are like um 6, 7, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then senior high school, like 11, 12. So 7 to 12. So yun yung sinabi ko kay cursor na default year levels or no grade levels for now. But in the future we can expand that into whatever grade level or year level you want to. So yeah, so that's on the admin side, and we also have the teacher side. So if you notice kanina, yung header niya is blue for admin, ngayon naging green for teachers. So meron siyang ginawang distinction in each of those persona. So yan. I created my own login information. Yan. Ito naman yung dashboard of a teacher. You can manage the master list. So each of the teachers can manage the master list. They can add student records. They can do individually, or they can import from an Excel file. So master list basically lists down all the students in your school. So you have the control to upload or import from an Excel and add a student individually. You can search, you can have your paginations here, you can have your navigations like that. You can edit. Yeah. So again, I asked Cursor to generate random name of students. That's why you can see like 100 students. Yeah. So hindi ko yan ginawa or in-encode isa-isa or in-import from Excel. So I just let Cursor to generate me random details of students. So, yan. So siya na yung gumawa. So, di ba? Effortless. But yeah, you can add, you can edit, you can delete students. Of course, there are validations in deleting students. Like you cannot delete a student if they are assigned into a class, something like that. So yeah. So that's a master list, and then you have like class. So if you have those student records already in your system, you can create your class. So like I've created this one. It's a science. It's a class subject science, grade level 7, section Mercury, for example. Then I have registered like 6 students under that class. You can um, you can remove or add students under this class. You can manage it here. So edit class. These are initially the added students under that class. You can choose a student from the master list to add them into your class. So like yeah. So just click add, and add, close. They will be added to your class. Save. You're 11 now. So yeah. So ganun siya. That's how you create class. You can create it by here and same way. Pag inedit ko to, yan. So, yan, ginawa ko na kanina. So I have here an existing class. Now, so you have your class, and then next is to create your exams. Since this is an online examination app, so of course you need to create your exam. I created a while ago one exam, but you can create a new one like this. So, dito tayo. Let's go back to the one I created earlier. Let's just edit it because I have already questions casted from this exam. So the exam title, some instruction if you want to add exam instructions, and then you have all here your questions. So in here, you can add individual question, manual, or if you have new question you need to include in your exam, you can do it in this way. So the question, the options, yeah. So whatever the correct answer is, just select it here. So if you feel that this is the right answer, then you just click that. And then is that a single? In a multiple choice, it can be one answer on that question, or it can be multiple answer on that question. So you can set like a single answer or multiple answer question. And then you can have how many points that question should be. So we defaulted it to 1 point. And then add to bank, we have this like a question bank. So it's like a pool of questions, a pool of questions from different sections from different teachers. So I'll show you later on how this question bank works. So yeah, so you can add it manually. Or ito na yung question bank natin. If you want to reuse a question created before or prior, or let's say last school year, so may mga gusto kang i-reuse na mga questions, or may gusto kang i-modify lang na questions, you can select those existing questions from the question bank. So like this one. So select mo lang ano bang grade to. Um, I think this is 7 science. Like, let's say seventh grade. So meaning create ko tong question intended for seventh grade, and then like science subject. So it will give you all questions tagged under that filters. Like it should be a question belong to science seventh grade. So you can just select whatever question you want to add in your exam. So I just selected two. It should be added two questions here. So now from 10, I should have 12 questions in total in this exam. So that's how easy to reuse a question. So yeah, you can just save this one, and then you're ready to go. So you have your class, you have your exam. Now we will assign, there's a module for assignment, meaning you can assign that one exam into multiple classes. So like, di ba nag-create tayo ng class kanina, I can assign that one exam into this particular class. So if I have like three classes, I can assign one exam into those three classes, so you can do it in this module. So yeah, so I created it a while ago. Like, yeah. So first grading exam, it's assigned to this class. Um, exam code. So later on, let's see what's the use of exam code. So one rule I thought of for this exam code is when the actual exam will, you know, take place. So kailangan nila yung exam code to enter and get into your exam. Ayan. So, kumbaga, you will share this exam code to your students once you want to start that examination. Then we have also the status open, meaning they can access the exam using this code once the status is open. But once you close that, no students can access that. Ayan. So I mark it as open, so meaning if a student log in and enter this code, they should be able to access your exam. So ganun. And then results, yeah, there are results here. Uh, you can view or print the result. Ano ba tayo? Yeah, so like kanina may mga ginawa na akong testing, and I let two students do the test. So it gives me here like the results on a student view, on a teacher view. Okay, so that's how the teacher uh, modules are. Now, let's take the student view. Is this the one? No. Let's say student. Let's log out and log in as a student. Student. Oh, I don't have a name. Let's go back. Teacher. Hanap tayo ng student under that class na create natin. Mhm. Ito yung class na create natin. Uh, let's say si Lily Taylor. Copyin natin yung ID niya. So we need that one. Taylor is the last name. Let's see kung ano yung birthday ni Taylor. Search lang natin sa master list. Lily Taylor. Lily Taylor. Yeah, ito siya. Birthday is December 24, 2005. December 24, 2005. So let's try to log in as a student. Taylor. Birthday niya. Kalimutan natin. December 24, 2005. December 24, 2005. Ayan. So, yan. And then, this is a student view. So, you notice it's on a purple header. So, nag-iba yung color as an indicator na it's on the student portal. So, ito yung dashboard niya. She can take an exam or view history. So, dito sa history, wala pa naman siyang nagagawang exam. So, try to take the exam. Ito na yung code kanina yung sinasabi ko. It's a requirement before taking the exam. So, the teacher will share it during the exam. So, let's try. Ayan. So, yan yung exam code or yung exam code. Continue. It will prompt you the instruction. Yan. And then, if you're ready, you can hit the start and start the exam. So, it will give you the exam one by one. So, you can just select an answer. Read the question and then select whichever is the right answer for you. So next, so as you notice here on the side, these are the boxes of each of the questions. So if you already answered or casted your answer in each of the question, it will mark as green. So let's pick. Let's go along. Yeah. So let's say, yeah. You can navigate. Yeah, pag gusto mong balikan yung number 4, for example, I changed my mind. I need to go back to question number 4 and update my answer. You can do that. Yeah. Complete lang natin. And then, yeah. So on the next item, submit exam, it will ask you to confirm if you're ready to submit, or else you can to go back and then review your answer. You can do that. If you're um, decided to submit, you can just hit submit. Ayan. So you have your score right away. So I got 7 out of 25 correct answers. Yeah. So go to dashboard, or you can review your history. So yeah. So I got 7 out of 25. So yan. So ganun lang kasimple yung application natin. An online student examination intended for like a local area network setup. So if you like, if you're interested, we can set up this one. Just message me, let me know. Try natin i-set up yung mga computer labs ninyo and try to deploy this one and pilot it in your school and let's see how it goes. Simple lang naman to. Simpleng deployment lang naman siguro. I haven't tried um, deploying one in that kind of setup, pero I believe it's feasible. Pwede nating ma-set up locally. So just let me know. And yeah, if you guys like this content, please follow and like this video. And yep, we'll create another video next time. So see you guys. Thank you.